2020, what a year. Well, I mean, I guess every year's a year. I mean, if you think about it, since the beginning of time. So what will be the biggest social media trends you need to be looking for in 2021? I'm so glad you asked. In this video, 10 of the most amazing YouTubers and content creators are gonna be sharing what they think will be the biggest trends you need to be ready for in 2021. Echo, echo, echo. Hey, I'm Kevin Kolbe, and on this channel, I want to help you get into video so you can grow your business and share your gifts and make an impact in the world. If that sounds like something you're interested in, hit that subscribe button. Hey, look, I've been excited about this video for quite a while, to do a collab video with a bunch of other YouTubers that I love, I follow, I've learned from, and so that's what's going to happen in this video. I reached out to a bunch of them and I said, hey, what do you think will be the biggest trends for 2021 in terms of social media and video? What we need to be looking for, what you and I and everyone can learn from and grow from. So that's what we're doing in this video. And let's kick it off with one of my friends. It's been so exciting to watch her grow this year, Desiree Martinez.
Hi, my name is Desiree, and my mission is to help you grow your business with better social media and content marketing. And I think that the number one thing that everyone needs to really be ready for in 2021 is short form vertical video. I am an avid YouTube user, and even I am like, we really need to embrace the vertical short form video between Reels, YouTube Shorts, Stories, and so many other new things that are coming our way. We really need to make sure that vertical video is an active part of our social media strategy.
Thanks, Desiree. What do you think? Vertical video? I don't know. It seems like it's growing, but we'll see. Hey, next up is a guy that I love his stuff and I love his enthusiasm. It's Tom Buck.
I think that in 2021, just like the years that came before, anyone who creates content needs to focus on the importance of developing a community, because it doesn't really matter how good the stuff that you make is, how often you make it, how strategic you are. If there aren't people around it that are excited about it and that are connecting with each other because of it, it's not really going to go anywhere. If you look at people that have growth on platforms, it is because they're putting in a lot of work and effort, but you can pretty much always identify a really strong community that has been built around the content and that has helped pushed it to the next level. Some good ways to do that are just being active and authentic on social media, so that way you're constantly connecting with the people who are interested in what you're making. Be sure to provide opportunities for people to interact with what you're creating. And when they do respond, when they send you a message, when they leave you a comment, make sure you take time to acknowledge that and reply to it, because if someone gave you the gift of their time, I think that it's really important, as much as you can within reason, to respond back and reciprocate that.
Hey, thanks, Tom. And I agree. I think community is everything and will only get more important in 2021. It's one of the reasons I love YouTube so much, is being able to connect with you just in comments and everywhere else. So I totally agree. Next up is another person. I love her stuff. I love her style. I learn from her all the time. Shelly Saves the Day.
Hey everyone, it's Shelly from Shelly Saves the Day with my girl Casey. 2021 social media predictions are going to be, first of all, number one, vertical video is going to be huge. It is going to explode everywhere. I mark my words, it is going to be so big and so popular. And number two is going to be burned in captions. Even you're seeing it with the Threads Instagram adjacent app. Burned in captions are going to be everywhere. So those two things right there, vertical video and burned in captions.
Thanks, Shelly. And I agree. I think vertical is here to stay. You know, we may shunned it for quite a while, but now it really seems to have its place among content. Next up is a guy, I love his stuff. I love his style. I love his humility. And I'll be honest, he actually kind of sparred this idea on in a post we were doing back and forth on Facebook. But I want you to hear from Ed, Underdog.
My social media tip for 2021 is exactly the same as 2020s and 2019s and 2018s, 2017s, and that is to focus on quality of content. At the end of the day, you can try as many different things as you want to try and convince an algorithm that your content is good, but the only really thing it wants to promote is content that is good, which means you need decent watch time, shares, comments, engagement, and all of those things. So focus all of your energy into making the most detailed, most entertaining, most educational content you can, and the rest will come off the back of that.
Hey, thanks, Ed, for being a part of this. And I know the time difference, I don't even know if you're up yet, but anyway, thanks for doing this. Up next, I love this lady. She is all over the place. She's a vlogger, a blogger, a podcaster, a Twitcher, a YouTuber. It's Miss Ileane Smith.
Hello, beautiful people. Ileane Smith here, and in the new year, we all know it's coming. We're going to have faster, more powerful computers. We're going to have even better internet speeds. We're going to have more microphones and more cameras to choose from, but don't let any of that get you bogged down or get you confused. You know you have a beautiful message inside of you that needs to be shared. So go ahead, use what you have, and do the best you can. And stay beautiful. Bye for now.
Hey, thanks, Ileane. I love the fact that she is all over the place, and I appreciate you sharing that tip as well. Hey, next up, Professor Nez.
First off, I just want to say thank you so much, Kevin, for including me in this video, in this collaboration. I really, really appreciate it. Very, very humbled. My only tip for 2021 is just get on TikTok. That's all you need to worry about. You don't need to worry about anything else. Just get on TikTok, okay? See you later. I'm just kidding. But I'm really not actually kidding. No, in all seriousness, I think the best tip that I can give you for 2021 on social media, I'm assuming that you want to grow, you want engagement, you want to, gain a little more presence online with your social media status. I think the best advice is to really mix it up. I see too many people doing the same thing over and over again. You're competing with a lot of people out there, right? There's a ton of saturation. What's going to make you stand out is two things. Number one, mix up your content. Don't just post video. Don't just post articles. Don't just post, photographs and inspirational quotes, etc. Mix it up. Try to think about what's going to engage your audience the most. Pay attention to trends. Pay attention to topics that interest your audience, and then be creative. You need to embrace your uniqueness. One of the greatest quotes, and I can't remember who said this, is you're exploiting your uniqueness at the service of others. That's really, really important, especially when it comes to social media and growing your kind of presence, is serving your audience. That's what it's all about. Your audience is what builds your presence on social media. So mix it up. Do a poll one week, do some fill in the blank questions, really engage your audience. Don't just do the same thing over and over again, and respect the very specific platform kind of dynamics. The same post that works on Facebook is not going to work on Twitter. The same post on YouTube is not going to work on LinkedIn. Understand the specific platform demographics, psychographics, and you're going to do just fine. And really embrace what you bring to the table. Don't try to be like everybody else.
Thank you there, Professor, and I agree with him. I think sometimes we get so stuck in what we do, we forget to mix it up. Try different things and see what your audience reacts to. Hey, up next is another person I've learned a lot from, Salma Jafri.
So my social media tip real quick is to be more personal. Personable. That means add more personality. Be more you. People crave personal connection right now. People want relatability. People want to know you care. People want to see the real you. People want authenticity. People want transparency. So be more personal and more personable.
Salma, thanks for being part of this, and I agree. Be more you. I think we're so worried about being authentic that we want to try and be somebody else. But no, you're absolutely right. I appreciate you sharing that. Be more you. Hey, up next is probably one of the coolest pastor vlogger channels guys I've ever known. I love his stuff. Trey Van Camp.
Hey Kevin, I'm more convinced than ever in 2021 we have to learn the principle that personal is more powerful than professional. And I think what holds a lot of people back from producing content is it's not professional looking enough. But in reality, it's better that way. It's better to have that raw look and that raw feel. And just kind of being honest, I think that really touches people, and I think it gets down to the truth that you're trying to convey. So hopefully in 2021, more and more people will begin to realize and not use that as a barrier anymore, and just know that personal is absolutely more powerful than professional when it comes to online video. Thanks for this opportunity.
Oh man, so dead on, Trey, and I think you're right. I mean, it's so easy to get so caught up in trying to be professional. See, I can't even say it. Professional. We forget to be personable. So great tip, something I know I need to work on too. Up next, let's talk about live streaming for a while with Mr. Livestream Universe, Ross Brand.
Hey gang, Ross Brand here for LivestreamUniverse.com. In 2021, we're going to see a lot of vendors relying on live streaming who may not be using live streaming right now or not have used it in the past because they need to find a way to replace the relationships and interactions that they had with customers at in-person events. No longer can they rely on the showroom and the vendor table to be meeting and talking with customers. Now the opportunity is to do that online, and the way that will be done, I believe, will be through live streaming, whether it's vendors creating their own live streaming content or it's partnering with live streamers to co-create content or to sponsor and support shows or virtual events or other types of online content. Could be simple Q&As, simple product onboardings, but I think live video is going to replace much of what was going on at conferences in the past. And even as we start to return to in-person events, a lot of the vendors will see live streaming as a great way to reach their customers when they're not at events.
Thanks, Ross. And I got to say, I agree with you. Live streaming has grown, and I think will continue to grow and explode. So if you've got a business, you really need to be thinking about live streaming. Hey, up next is one of the coolest guys, family man, and the CEO of Video Marketing World, Scott Simson.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Okay, so 2021 is coming up. Video marketing should be a key component of your content marketing strategy. One tip that I would say that has been most effective for us and our growth on YouTube and social media in general is to maintain authenticity. No matter what you're doing, maintain authenticity. Even if you're doing corporate company, stuff for your business, be authentic. People connect with a human. They go to the internet to have a one-on-one human connection. They want to connect with you. And if you're fake or phony or you're trying to put on a show, then you're not being authentic and they can't connect with you. So stay authentic. Now, I'm going to make sure that there's this one disclaimer. There is a such thing as being too authentic. So don't be so authentic that it turns people off unless that's part of your unless that's an important part of your content. But in reality, make sure that you stay within the neutral zone, but also be as authentic as you possibly can. Hopefully that helps. It's going to be key in 2021.
Scott, I love that, and I appreciate you being a part of this. Be human. Be more authentic. I think you are absolutely dead on. So did you notice some trends and some similar thoughts in here about being real and even vertical video and mixing things up and just trying stuff? Isn't that so cool? So here's my question to you. What are you going to be focused on in 2021? Let me know down in the comments. I'd love to see what you think will be a big trend, something you're going to stay focused on. Big time shout out and thanks to all the YouTubers and content creators that were in this video. I love you guys and I appreciate you taking the time to share your thoughts and predictions for 2021. Hey, and everybody, please check out their channels. I'm doing this because I put a link down in the description. Check them out, subscribe to them, and show them some love. So, what's 2021 going to be like? I think it's going to be rocking. I think it's going to be amazing. I think it's going to be more opportunity to do some cool stuff. I think the future looks so bright. I gotta wear shades. Oh, come on. You knew it. Why not?